It is a week, well, more like a couple of days before Halloween starts. So we're going to celebrate Halloween by drinking and reviewing a spirit, a smoky spirit. Spirit meaning stuff that comes in a bottle. So what do you say we get smoking? Like I mentioned in the beginning, it's just a couple of days before Halloween. I'm super psyched about it, and we're gonna celebrate that by we're gonna be drinking some spirits. I'm gonna be prepping one of my favorite cocktails. It's something that I've been having a little bit more often than I probably should. But other than that, I mean, it's a good. It's if you're into whiskeys, that's exactly what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be doing whiskeys. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you on the other camera angle that I got over here. We got the ingredients going on. We got the cup, nice fancy cup. We got all the ingredients. We got some bitters. Let me show you that. That's the wrong way. Got some bitters. We got some simple syrup, not that super thick stuff. Just holy crap, it wasn't completely on. But back to this other angle over here. So we got the bitters, the simple syrup, the fancy cup. We got these kinds of cherries. They have a name. I don't have the name on me right now. I'll go ahead and just put it somewhere down here. The names of the cherries. They're just under cocktail cherries here, but they have a specific name. Again, they'll be right down here. And then we got this I think it was a Grey Goose stir. Got this a while back from a Grey Goose package. And then we got this thingamabob that I can't seem to remember the name to. I'll put that somewhere in the screen right now. And it's a couple of semi-dry but still very good lemons. And of course, we've got very festive bottle. If you're all wondering what's in here, we're actually packing some Jack Daniels, Mr. Daniels, or Jack Skellington Daniels. I don't know what I'm doing. And of course, we've got some bucket of ice, some Jägermeister ice. There's no Jägermeister ice, it's just regular ice. So, what do you say we get right down to the mixing of this, shall we? First, I like to put the ice, and the reason why I do that is because I let it dilute just a little bit. That's actually pretty hard. Another cool thing about this thing is that you can actually drink out the top part of the thing. But anyways, I'm gonna set that aside here. In fact, let's go ahead and go to the other angle so you guys can see clearly what I'm doing. So let's go ahead and get your wow, I cannot seem to remember the name of this goddamn thing. So what I do is I get an ounce. Well, I put 2 ounces. Sorry, I was gonna say an ounce. I'm not wrong. I'm gonna get 2 ounces of whiskey. It could be any whiskey and or bourbon that you like. Get 2 ounces in there. Be careful with when it comes to glass because it's slippery. Your hands get all moist. That's fun. That's a funny word. Moist. It doesn't have to be in any specific order, because you're gonna end up mixing it anyways. As you can see, I put like about 3 drops or 4 drops worth of bitters. That's my personal preference. It's really up to you how you prefer this. If you like it like extra bitter or extra well, however you want it, but that's how I do it. Leave it in the comments. If you do drink whiskey sours, how do you drink them? Leave it right down there. Let's get right back to the down here. Okay, so we put the bitters, we put the ice, we put the whiskey, and now we're gonna go ahead and get the simple syrup. And we're gonna put, I'm sorry, it was a half an ounce. This is this is going to be half an ounce. Yeah, sorry. It's half an ounce. It's not entirely full, just a little bit. Gotta make sure this thing is sealed tight. And for the lemons, I'm going to move this to a side real quick. It's a bit messy, right? Let me just get that out of the way. About half an ounce as well. So freshly squeezed lemon right about there. Give it a nice little stir. And then we're gonna get the cherries. It just occurred to me right now, we're gonna make this smoky, and I just realized that the ice is still in there. Might be a problem. Maybe I'll do a part, not a part 2, but a second try. But let's go right back down there. So we're gonna get the cherry. I should have gotten some sort of knife because it's a little difficult with the stirrer. I might have to go in with the finger. I don't want to. And there we go. And maybe just a little bit of the cherry juice for extra little sweetness. And now I should have popped this in the very beginning, but this is the main attraction of this episode. Let me go ahead and grab that. So this here is what we're gonna be doing. This is actually a little something that my good friend Jose, which is the guy that typically gets is basically responsible for all the exotic beers that we review here in the channel. Again, I should have started off with this, but you know, I'm a little excited because kind of this is my favorite drink. So we gotta do this a little bit quickly now because there's ice in it and I'm an idiot for putting it. So let's go ahead and just I'm gonna make a little bit of room so we can open this up and see what it's about. So here we have the downward angle. We actually played with this. I think it was 2 days ago. You can watch that on Patreon. You can become a member and watch all that stuff when we first played with this thing. So again, go to patreon.com/booze&chill and again become a member and see all the behind the scenes and the making of and stuff you're not going to see absolutely anywhere. But enough of that. Let's go ahead and back to this thing. So again, as you can see, we've used it. It's a little burnt already. If I remember correctly, we did cherry, pecan, and I think it was there was another one I can't remember. But again, let's go back to this downward angle. I gotta show you this part right here. This is kind of sort of also a review of this thing. So yeah, we could just call it that too. It's a whiskey and this thing review. But I'm gonna shut up. Let's go back down there. We gotta make this quick. But this is what I gotta show you. Look at this thing. It's pretty heavy duty. It's heavy. Like it's built like tough. But anyways, let's go right back. So we're gonna go ahead and try. I'll do mesquite. I'm gonna try mesquite. It seems a bit it seems fair for Mr. Jack Daniels, so let's go ahead and do that. So what you want to go ahead and do, let me go right back to the other angle. What you want to go ahead and do is get this tool here. Whoopsie, on my butterfingers. So you get this tool here. This is where you set the wood. So you set it on the cup. You get the thing I gotta let you guys know is that when you do open these little containers that carry the little wood or whatever, or the wood chips, it's not going to exactly smell like absolutely anything. It only is going to smell once you actually burn it. We were a little bummed out when we first smelled it, and we thought like, okay, like we're not sure if this is gonna work. But then we burnt it, and sure enough, you get the hint of what it is. So just to let you guys know that this is how it works. I don't know if it works the same way with all these little package cocktail smokers, but for this particular one, the BTHW, I think it is, I'll leave a link to this little thing once I'm done with this. So let's get right back to this because we are working with time now. So we're open this up, and this is how, give me a sec, sorry guys, I'm all over the place. So this is how the wood chips look. Kind of looks like weed, doesn't it? Anyways, that's you even pack it like it. So my friend and my friends and I realized that you don't have to go all the way for this to work, and we also realized that if you pack it too much, all the way to the top, it burns way slower. So just meet like halfway, and it seems to work a lot better like that. So you fill it up like so. Fill up a nice little bowl there, and now just close that up just so you won't spill it. And now time for the fun part of this thing. So let's go right back down here. We're gonna go ahead and start smoking it, and there you have the smoke, and it looks awesome when it's all smoky. Let me show you over here. So the instructions read to leave it for a few seconds, but look at all that. Look at all that. The spirits are coming out of this thing. Mr. Daniels is visiting us. His presence is here. We're here right now, and it smells like mesquite. So we learned that if you keep it for longer, we kept it for like about 30 seconds, and I believe it's already should be around 30 seconds now. So I'm gonna go ahead and release the spirit, and I totally spilled a little bit there. So I'm gonna go through the other angle. I spilled a little bit of the wood chips, but this is how it looks. Can you see how cool that looks? Look at that. Let's look at that other. Boom. Look at how smoky that is. Look at that. Smoky. Again, this is the whiskey sour with a hickory smoke. Cheers to you. Cheers to you. And cheers to you down here. Salute. How I mentioned that whiskey sour is my favorite cocktail go-to drink right now. This just makes it it almost gives it like a dryness to it, just a little bit of dryness, but you do taste the mesquite. You still pick up all the sweetness that is the simple syrup. The bitterness kind of accompanies the smokiness, because the bitterness is bitter, and so the smokiness has a bit of the bitterness along with the smokiness, so that works out in a very sophisticated kind of way, I guess. But it still works out very well with the lemon, as well as that nice little bit of cherry juice that I put in there, as well as with the actual cherry. It didn't really affect the fact that we took a while in doing the first cup here with the ice. I feel a little bit of the dilution might have helped with the bitters and the smokiness. It just kind of balances out in a good way. It might have tasted a bit more smokier if I wouldn't have put the ice first. But I mean, the fact that we're able to even play around with smoke on one of my favorite cocktails is bomb. Don't mind my dog. I also got some lemon seed in there. What I find a little bit annoying when it comes to making these cocktails that involve lemon, the lemons just have way too much seeds in them. That's kind of a little bit of annoying, just a little bit of annoying. But I mean, other than that, if you're willing to do the extra work and pick out those seeds, I mean, you can do that too. Was rushing throughout this entire thing, but it's still good. Seeds or not, still good. Now, would this have tasted different with another whiskey or a bourbon? Of course it will. If you have something as a little bit slightly, because me myself, I like Jack Daniels, but if you got something that's a bit fancier, it wouldn't affect it other than that the flavor. Now, if you used a different type of the little wood chips, now we're just toying around with flavors and whatnot. But you know, it's fun to do that. But that's what this video is all about, and that's what Halloween is all about. Just sipping on spirits, having fun, and enjoying yourself. But I think that about covers this video. I don't think I'm gonna do that second one, or maybe I will after I'm done with all of this. I enjoyed playing with the different smokes. Again, if you want to see all the other flavored smokes that we mess around with, me and my buddies, you can go into Patreon, become a member, and you can watch all of that and see us, you know, just play around with it and trying to figure out how to actually work the damn thing. It was actually pretty funny. You can go ahead and do so. Again, patreon.com/Booze&Chill. And that's it for that. Let me know in the comments right down below if whiskey sours are your go-tos, or if you just have it clean on the rocks, or what kind of whiskey and or bourbon do you enjoy having. And especially on this time, our Halloween times, what do you guys enjoy making when it comes to, you know, Halloween cocktails? Also, let me know in the comments, what is it that you guys are doing for Halloween? Are you going to be just staying at home watching horror movies, or just sleeping in? Are you going to be giving candy? Are you going to go trick-or-treating? Are you going to do a Halloween party? Leave it in the comments right down below. What are you guys going to do for Halloween? And that is it for this, guys. And thank you guys for joining, and thank you for having a drink with me. If you are, cheers the screen, and I will see you guys in the next one. And remember, if you keep watching, I'm gonna keep drinking. I will see you guys in the next one, and remember, enjoy yourselves. Don't drink and drive. Happy Halloween. Stay safe. Cheers. Love y'all.